It's about the 5th time I started this. I can't get the sound right. Anyway, let's go on. So hello, Stuart here. I've not done a video for a while. And I thought I'd do a pickups video because I've got 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's the biggest lot of games I've had for a while. So it was my birthday as well at the beginning of December. And I asked a few family members if they were happy buying games and stuff. And some of them were. So I got a few Mega Drive games because that's the system I'm going to collect for mostly, to be honest. And I'm trying to go for more the better quality games, should we say. So the first one I got is Soleil. There we go. It's people call it a Zelda clone, and it is kind of really, to be honest. This is the game I'm playing at the moment. It's quite fun. There are a few issues with it, like when you swing your sword, it doesn't seem to hit things directly in front of you, but will actually hit your things to the side as you swing. And sometimes the storyline doesn't quite clear where you need to go next. But really enjoying that. This has got the manual and everything as well. Complete in box, as they say. Complete in box. Complete in box. There we go. It's very nice. Again, that was a present, but I think that cost... I like saying the prices because it gives you an idea of whether things have gone up and down. I think that was £35, I think that was. Now, I love my action RPGs. Hence why I got Soleil. And so I also decided I would like Thor. The story of Thor. I haven't played this yet. But it does look great. I'll play it after I finish Soleil. And quite unusual for a Sega Mega Drive. It's actually got a colour manual. There we go. It's actually lovely, that. Apparently it's not unusual for Japanese games to have colour manuals, but it's the first colour manual I've ever seen. In a Sega Mega Drive, and a PAL Sega Mega Drive. So there we go, got Thor. And then, I don't know why, I decided I want to play Dynamite Headdy, so I got this myself. I think this cost me £11, or £12 I think it was. Very good condition in the manual. It's got the manual and everything. Again, it's a treasure game, isn't it? So, should be good. I heard people say it's one of their favourite games, and it was very late in the year, Mega Drive. I've never actually played it. So, there we go. Now, here's another one. I got this one for Christmas. Now, I was watching someone give advice about how to collect like retro gaming. And there's 2 methods you can do this. You can basically buy anything and everything, regardless of quality or the price. Just go out and buy the cheapest stuff you can straight away. I don't like doing that because you end up hoarding stuff. You're having crap things like Miley Cyrus games that you're never going to play. So I'm trying to go down the route of trying to buy certain sets. So I've got Rocket Star Adventures, and I've also got the sequel of Sparkster. Now, I've heard Sparkster's not as good as Rocket Knight Adventure, but Rocket Knight Adventure is a classic. It just means instead of this being a classic, it's just very, very good instead of excellent. Absolutely brilliant condition, this one. It's almost mint condition. And I think this one cost me £65. Well, it didn't cost me £65. It cost £65. But I got that one for Christmas. What usually happens is I buy it, get it sent to like my wife's name, but then my wife gives me my money back. So, looking forward to playing that. Again, as people said, it's not as good as the first, but doesn't mean that one's not any good. Now, this one. I think it's just a classic Sega Mega Drive game, to be honest. And it's Splatterhouse 2. I've had a quick go with this, and consider all you do is just walk right, and every now and then you press punch or you hit something with a bat or a club. It's really enjoyable. Just something really satisfying about it. Again, the whole thing, it's complete in box, lovely. This cost me £32. That included postage. Unfortunately, when it came, I was actually thinking when it's come, I thought, I hope they don't just put it into a Jiffy bag. That's all people do now is put them into a Jiffy bag. But the problem is, Jiffy bag's quite good for like protecting the top and the bottom. It doesn't have much protection on the top. And usually when things fall through the letterbox, it falls in the corner and obviously hits the floor. And I thought, I bet something's broken. It was in this corner right here. That corner right there was actually snapped off. When I tipped it up, it was actually in the bag. So it happened while in postage. But I've managed to glue it on, and to be honest, unless you're staring at it, you don't really notice. It's nice and firm. But there you go. Great game. Splatterhouse. Now this, I think this is now going to be the crown jewel in my collection. And the reason I wanted this is because I've been playing one of these games on the PC Engine and absolutely loved it. And I thought I should get the Mega Drive version of it, or a Mega Drive one. And it is Castlevania. Now, I really, really wanted that, and I've been looking for it for a while, and I thought, do you know what, as my main present for Christmas, I'll see if my wife was prepared to buy this. And she was, and I was looking on eBay, and you had prices going up to £160 and stuff like that. And there was one, it was a, I think it was a buy it now, the cheapest one was a buy it now for £110. No manual, and it also said the cover was a reproduction. So essentially they wanted £110 for a cart, original cart, and everything else was a copy. The box wasn't the original box, and the insert was not original. So I thought it was ridiculous. I was actually going to not bother, because I thought £150, £160 was too much. And I saw a retro game shop somewhere near Manchester, and I looked at their site, and they had this for £90, which I think is actually a great deal. As I said before, I mean, the manual's in there. Manual's in very good nick. Cartridge is in good nick. Box has got a few scratches, obviously, with the nails in. But, yeah, really, really happy to get that. So that's it. So that's Castlevania, the new generation. And also along with those, I've got a Super Nintendo, but I don't have many games for it. And I don't know much about the system, but I do know what the core games are. So I'm going to make an effort to try and buy these really popular core games for the Super Nintendo, because they tend to be quite cheap. And the first one is, I think it should be a staple of any Super Nintendo collection, is F-Zero. I got this from CX, actually. It was in the window for £5, so that's cost me £5. What else have I got? I went to a retro, it's like a retro shop in town. They do games, but they also do LPs and stuff like that. And they had Super Mario All-Stars. I think it was £6. It does work, I did check it out. And last but not least is, I think this is probably the first game that most people think you should have if you own a Super Nintendo. And that is Super Mario Kart. Again, it is the PAL version, but I don't care, that's what I'm going to collect for. So Super Mario Kart. I look forward to having a go at that, because I've never really played it proper. I've had a quick game with my friends and such, but never really sat down and played it a lot. So there we go. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games that I've collected later, at least recently. So there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to have another video up soon.